Next topic is oxidation state. So oxidation state means total number of electrons that an atom either gains or loses during the chemical bonding. Usually valence electrons only involved in the bonding. So valence electron means the electron which are present in the southmost orbit. We are calling it as the valence electron. Usually valence electrons only involved in that bonding. But in transition elements, the penultimate shell electrons also involved in that bonding. So because both the s orbital and the d orbital nearly equal in energy. So the transition elements form the variable oxidation state. So variable oxidation state means, so see the titanium now. So titanium forms +2, +3 and +4 oxidation state. So three types of oxidation state it forms. So this type of oxidation state only we call it as the variable oxidation state. So next oxidation state depends upon the number of unpaired electrons. So because unpaired electrons only involved in that bonding. So you see the first point now. The first transition metal scandium exhibits a +3 oxidation state. See the scandium, it forms the +3 oxidation state only. But all other transition elements exhibit the variable oxidation state. So the remaining compounds like titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, and then copper forms the variable oxidation state. So at the beginning of the series, the +3 oxidation state is stable. So scandium forms the +3 compound. So that one is stable. So towards the end, means the copper forms the +2 oxidation state. So that becomes the stable. So the scandium forms the 1D +3 oxidation state compound +2 and +4, and the vanadium +2 +3 +4 and +5 oxidation state, and then chromium forms +2 to +6. So and then manganese +2 to +7 oxidation state. So and then iron +2 to +6. So iron not forms the +5 oxidation state. So like that, the cobalt forms the +2, +3 and +4 oxidation state. So on the nickel +2, +3 and +4 oxidation state. So the copper is in +1 and +2 oxidation state. So see the scandium now. So the scandium electronic configuration is so 3d1, 4s2. So in the d orbital, one electron is there. So and in the 2 orbital, and then for s orbital, 2 electron is there. Suppose this 3 electron is removed from that compound, means it changes into the d0. So it is in the +3 oxidation state. So the scandium is stable in +3 oxidation state only. So under the titanium, the oxidation, the electronic configuration is 3d2, 4s2. In the s orbital, 2 electron is there. So until the d orbital, 2 electron is there. Suppose this 2 electron is removed from that compound, means it changes into +2 oxidation state. Suppose this 2 electron and 1 electron from d orbital removes from that titanium, means its oxidation state is +3. So and then this 2 electron and then remaining this 2 electron is removed from titanium, means its oxidation state is +4. So next vanadium. The vanadium electronic configuration is 3d3, 4s2. So these 2 electrons removed from the s orbital, means it change its oxidation state is +2. So again 1 electron is removed from along with that s orbital, means its oxidation state is +3. So and then one more electron removed from that vanadium, means its oxidation state is +4. So and then one more electron from the d orbital is removed, means so its oxidation state is +5. So and then manganese. So manganese electronic configuration is 3d5, 4s2. Suppose this 2 electron is removed from s orbital, means so its oxidation state is +2. So again the one more electron is removed from d orbital, means so its oxidation state is +3. So like that, this 2 electron is removed, means so that manganese electronic configuration is 3d5. So D5 and D0, D5 and D10 means that compound is more stable compound. So already we know. So D5 means half filled. So under D10 is fully filled. So fully filled and half filled compound are more stable than the partially filled. So the manganese is more stable in the +2 oxidation state. So and then iron. So iron electronic configuration is 3d6 4s2. So the like that this two electron is removed from the s orbital means its oxidation state is +2. So and then one more electron removed from d orbital means its electronic configuration its oxidation state is +3. So like that, iron forms +2 to +6 oxidation state. So plus iron not forms the +5 oxidation state compound. So and then copper. So the copper oxidation state is +2 and the +1. The relative stability of the different oxidation state of 3D metals is correlated with the extra stability of half-filled. So we are comparing the stability with the half-filled and the completely filled. So already we know half-filled and the completely filled orbitals are more stable than the partially filled. So the manganese manganese is in the +2 oxidation state is more stable than the manganese is in the +4 oxidation state. See the next point, the oxidation state of 4D and the 5D metals vary from +3 to +8. The stable, in the 4D series starts from yttrium to the ruthenium. So the yttrium oxidation state is +3 and the ruthenium oxidation state is +8. So like that, in the 5D series, starts with the element lanthanum and ends with osmium. So lanthanum oxidation state is +3 and the osmium oxidation state is +8. The highest oxidation state of 4D and 5D elements are found in the compounds with higher electronegative elements like oxygen, fluorine and the chlorine. So the 5D and the 4D compounds react with the highly electronegative compounds. So for example, ruthenium reacts with the oxygen, forms the RuO4. So like that, osmium reacts with the oxygen, forms OSO4. And then tungsten, the tungsten symbol is W. So the tungsten reacts with chlorine, forms the WCl6. So in the ruthenium O4, ruthenium is in +8 oxidation state. So osmium O4, osmium is in the +8 oxidation state. So and in the tungsten, tungsten Cl6, the tungsten is in the +6 oxidation state. So next one is the Frost diagram. So in the Frost diagram, so we are going to plot the oxidation number in the x-axis and the delta G value in the y-axis. So from the Frost diagram, we are easily find out which oxidation number is more stable. Here we are plotting that see the first one now. Ti is the titanium. So the titanium +3 oxidation state is in the more negative value. So which number get the more negative value? So that number is the more stable compound. So plus 3 is the more stable compound for titanium. So next one is vanadium. So for vanadium, so the plus 3 is in the more negative value. So plus 3 is the more stable compound. So next one, chromium. So for chromium, so the plus 3 is in the more negative value. So plus 3 is the more stable compound. So and then manganese. So the manganese plus 2 value is in the more negative value. So the manganese plus 2 is more stable. So and then iron. So iron, the plus 2 and the plus 3 are more or less similar. So plus 2 is the is in the more negative value. So plus 2 compound is the most stable compound. So and then next one is cobalt. For cobalt, plus 2 is in the more negative value. So for cobalt, plus 2 is the more is the more stable compound. So and then nickel. So for nickel, plus 2 is in the more negative value. So plus 2 is the more stable compound. So and then for copper. So copper 0 value is in the negative, more negative value. So the elemental copper is the more stable compound. See the next point now. So for titanium, vanadium and the chromium, so the plus 3 oxidation state is more stable. So and then for iron, plus 2 and the plus 3 is the more stable oxidation state. So the copper is in the elemental copper is more stable. So and then copper disproportionate compound. So disproportionate means so that the same compound undergoes oxidation and reduction takes place at the same time. So the copper is unique in the 3D series having the stable plus 1 oxidation state. See the next one, evaluate yourself question. So why iron is more stable in plus 3 oxidation state than in plus 2. So and the reverse is true for manganese. So Fe, that is iron atomic number 26, its electronic configuration is argon 3d6 4s2. So in the Fe2 plus, so Fe2 plus means, so this 2 electrons is removed from that iron means, so we are getting argon 3d6. So Fe3 plus means this 2 electron and then 1 electron is removed from the d orbital. So it changes into Fe3 plus. So now the 3d6 is changed into the 3d5. So already we know the concept. So the half-filled configuration. So d5 means here half-filled. So half-filled orbital is more stable than the partially filled. So Fe3 plus is more stable than the Fe2 plus. So next to see the manganese. So the manganese atomic number is 25. So its electronic configuration is argon 3d5 4s2. So in Mn2 plus, so Mn2 plus means this 2 electrons is removed from s orbital means is changed into 3d5. So Mn3 plus means so 2 electrons plus s orbital and 1 electron is removed from the d orbital. So 1 electron is removed from d orbital means it is changed into 3d4. So now see the electronic configuration for Mn2 plus and Mn3 plus. So Mn2 plus is in the 3d5. So it is in the half fill. So Mn2 plus is more stable than the Mn3 plus.